We want people to make guarantees to us, but we're not willing to make guarantees to ourselves. The reason why I'm not successful is because of my boss. Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and said, I'm not getting up on time? You never looked at yourself in the mirror and said, you let you down. Until you get to that point, you let you down. You're not brave enough. You want to put it on somebody else. I changed, and I stopped being a victim. I stopped saying, I've got to wait for good things to happen to me, and I said, I'm going to grind. I'm going to fight. I'm going to work. I'm going to press forward. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do everything in my power every single day. And if you create a culture of losing, if you keep being a victim, if you keep letting losing happen to you, if you keep letting people do you and treat you any kind of way, it's going to become a culture. You always want to blame other people. You always want to hold other people to the fire, but you're not holding yourself to the fire. You owe you an explanation. You need to look at yourself in the mirror and say, why are you only giving 50%? What's wrong with you? You need to put yourself on punishment. I'm about to gag, so
all right. Eric sent that, and I was like, whew, that's right in line with what I wanted to talk about today. And two things came to my mind while Eric was talking. And this is something that I bought a couple years ago. And it says, there's a way up toward the better world we have seen in our dreams. But these stairs won't build themselves. If you see a better world for yourself, for your family, for your business life, for whatever, your physical health, whatever it might be, the stairs aren't going to magically appear one morning when you get up. There's no fairy that is going to knock on your door and go, your better life is here, let me bring it in. Amazon can't deliver that to you. There's no point and click with getting to the better world that you can see in your dreams. No point and click. The other thing that is on my bulletin board, and I went and got these. This is on my bulletin board, right? Every day at work. The first step of change is to become aware of your own bullshit. That's on my board every single day. What have we been talking about? Accurate, truthful self-assessment. So today I want to talk about non-negotiables, okay? What does negotiable mean? It means that it's open to discussion or modification. Non means not. So what are the things that are not open to discussion for you and they're not open to modification, okay? We talk about decision all the time. It's like, got to make a decision. You have to decide. You have to cut things away, okay? Decision means to cut things away, to cut them off, to make an incision and cut things out of your life, people out of your life, habits out of your life, whatever that may be. Does anybody here already have like certain non-negotiables in place in your life? Whether it's food or, right, it's non-negotiable, right? For us, it's Sunday meal prep, lunch with our son, gym with our son. Like, that's non-negotiable, right? For me, I'm trying to make anything can be non-negotiable, right? Like going to church on Sunday, having dinner with the family once a week or friends once a week or anything like that. Phone calls can be non-negotiable. Like I have to talk to this person at least this much time every week. Like that can be non-negotiable. Anything can be non-negotiable that's going to move you toward your goals, right? And hopefully for everyone in this room, things can be as small as brushing your teeth every day. Hopefully for all of us, especially when you talk to customers, that's a non-negotiable for you every single day, all right? So why do we have these, or why do we need these, right? They're not about being inflexible. Your non-negotiables are not about being inflexible, right? If something comes up on a Sunday and it's a family thing that we want to do, or an event, or we want to go to a movie, then we'll rearrange some things, right? Like Eric and I were talking about some stuff that we feel like we need to do inside the business with you guys personally. And he's like, but we do this on Sunday. And then, okay, cool. But if we're off on Mondays, we can move our food prep to Monday. We can still get up and go to the gym. We can shuffle things. It's not about being, a non-negotiable is not about being inflexible, right? They're meant to keep you on track, okay? Where do you personally need non-negotiables, right? Think about, maybe this week you make a list. Hey, I need a non-negotiable. Is there things that you're trying to do? I want to go to the gym every three days a week, okay? I want to go 3 days a week. If you're not going at all, don't start with 5 days a week. It's not reasonable, right? Start with, I need to go consistently 2 days a week. Pick those days. Rearrange your schedule. Guess what the non-negotiable is for me? I go to bed by a certain time the night before, and if I don't, guess what? When my alarm goes off and it sucks, then I tell myself, this is your fault. Just like he said, this is your fault. You didn't go to bed on time. That's supposed to be a non-negotiable. You didn't go to bed on time. Get your sad, sorry ass out of bed. You already packed all your stuff for the gym. Get up and go. Right? So, are they reasonable? It's reasonable for it to be a non-negotiable for me to pack my clothes, fix my drinks the night before, make sure our lunch is packed the night before, and have it in the fridge. That's not an unreasonable goal and non-negotiable, so that I can get up the next morning. Even if I get up 10 minutes late, everything's already ready to go. I just need to move a little faster, okay? So they have to be in line with the goals, and they need to be reasonable. It's not reasonable to say I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock every morning, go to the gym for 3 hours, and knock it out. I'll still be able to get to work. It's not really reasonable unless you're doing it for a living, and then you probably should be there about 4 hours. Right? So these non-negotiables tie in with some things that we've discussed before, right? They tie in with character development. They build trust in yourself because you're setting a goal and you're keeping it to yourself, and you're keeping your word to yourself, right? If you don't keep your word, especially to yourself, you're not going to grow, right? More importantly, you're not going to trust yourself. So here's where we've also talked about the difference between motivation and discipline. Motivation is like, I want to look a certain way in my body. I want to feel a certain way in my body. So I need to change my food. Okay, I need to change my gym times. I want to make a certain amount of money. That's motivation. I want to have a better relationship with a spouse or a parent or a child or my friends. I want to spend more time with my friends. Those are all motivation, right? Motivation only lasts for so long. Trust me, if your motivation is to get physically strong and have your body look a certain way, and you're doing it properly and methodically, your motivation's going to go really quick because the results come so slowly. So discipline is what's going to get us there, and that is where the non-negotiables come in, right? It's non-negotiable, little things. It's non-negotiable that I brush my teeth in the morning so that when I go to work, I don't grow. Like, that's a little thing, but it's important, especially in this business where you're 2 feet from people all day long, right? It's non-negotiable that I go to the gym twice a week. Figure out what days work best for you. Maybe that's one of those days is on your day off. When it's our day off, I like Mondays off because that's my rest day. We had leg day on Sunday. I don't work out on Monday, so I love Monday off because I don't have to go to the gym. I don't have to go to work. Like, I'm good, right? So make sure that you structure those things and set yourself up for success, right? Don't make them overly complicated or overly strenuous, right? So the motivation, the discipline, right? Do what you say that you're going to do, no matter the cost of time or money or inconvenience. When I don't go to bed on time and my alarm goes off and it's gym day, it sucks. But that's my fault. I didn't go to bed on time, right? If I forget to bring lunch to work, it sucks because then I'm not staying on my food plan. Now, we have days when we go to Longhorn on Sunday, I'm eating that bread and I'm having mashed potatoes and lots of butter on the bread. My son cuts off a little chunk of butter like this, puts that in his mouth, and then he takes a bite of bread. It's like, it's carb day. We're like, yes. So those things of, it's non-negotiable for me that I don't have a lot of carbs during the week. Last week I did because we made lasagna and I didn't prep enough other food, and I ate lasagna like 3 days for lunch, and I felt like shit the rest of the week. And I was like, okay, not doing that again. Like, make more food that's in line with the goals, right? It's really simple. So what is the number one law of personal growth? And I've said this over and over again. People will not rise above the level, hold on, let me get this right. Oh, you will not rise above your own opinion of yourself. You won't rise above your own opinion of yourself. How do you have a better opinion of yourself? It's these little small things, little small non-negotiables. When you come to work, what is non-negotiable for when you get here in the morning? It's non-negotiable. What do you do? It's non-negotiable for me that when I am in the car driving back and forth to work, well, not home. Home, I get to listen to or watch whatever I want to. When I'm coming to work, what am I listening to? It's non-negotiable. I'm listening to something that will put me in a positive frame of mind, that will move me forward. And then if I want to listen to other things, a lot of times on Fridays, then I'll listen to that. I've been listening to more news and things like that because of a lot of stuff that's going on. And I'm interested in, but it does make a difference in my frame of mind, right? So little things like that, okay? Non-negotiables. We talked about a couple weeks ago, I like how Myron Golden put it. There's no microwave success, right? Like I said, Amazon's not going to show up, ring your bell, take a picture, send it to you. Hey, your new life just got here. Congratulations. Got here, and you order it today, it gets here in 4 hours and 22 minutes. Yeah, that would be great. That'd be great. All right. I want to talk for just a second. I've said this, but it's been a long time. I want to talk about what karma is, right? We all say, karma's a bitch. Well, no, she's not. Karma is defined, when I was going through my yoga training, karma is defined like this. A thought becomes a word becomes a deed, and a deed becomes a habit. So if you got a lot of karma going on and you think she's a bitch, look in the mirror, because you just created all that karma. Just like he said, look in the mirror and say, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and say, you let me down. You didn't do what you were supposed to do. It's not our fault if you come to work and you don't do your posting and you don't do your anti-elite training and you don't follow up on leads and you don't say, hey, I don't have a customer for an hour. What can I do? Hey, BDC, do you have a list? Hey, get in the CRM. Call your customers. Well, some of y'all don't have them, but like from 2 years ago. Hey, get under somebody else's name and call their customers, right? Like, you got an hour. What are you doing? What are you doing with your time? Make it non-negotiable that if I have 30 minutes between customers, yeah, sometimes you need to go eat lunch, go use the restroom, get back to work. Working doesn't just happen when a customer's here, okay? So your thoughts become your words become your deeds, and your deeds become your habits, okay? I really like what Eric Thomas was saying in this little piece. If you always accept losing, you create a culture of losing, right? On the way to work, there's this monk, his name is Dandapani, and he was talking about your energy. Where you put your, how did you say it? Where you put your focus, right? Your awareness, that's what he said. Wherever you put your awareness, that's where your energy is going to flow. And he did this little exercise, and everybody closed their eyes, and he said, okay, think about when you were at the last wedding you were at. What did the bride wear? What did the food taste like? Was her dress a good choice? Was the music good? Right? Think about all those things. Okay, now think about when someone very close to you passed away. You put your awareness into that place in your mind, and it created an energy field around you, right? So make sure that your awareness is right here in this room on the customer, what they're saying to you, and your energy is going to flow there. And you're going to be more aware of what they want, what they need, and how you can help them. And you can win. So make those non-negotiables. Make yourself a list. Sometimes it's good to write them down. Be honest, accurate self-assessment. I'm going to say it every week until I don't talk here anymore. Honest, accurate self-assessment. Find out where your non-negotiables need to be. Find those places. Start with one or two, okay? Build up those little victories, okay? Create that culture within yourself of winning. I do this. I've been doing it for 3 weeks now. I've been doing it for 6 weeks. I've been doing it for 4 months. I've been doing it for a year, right? Non-negotiable. Until alcohol became non-negotiable for Eric, he didn't quit. But he had to get there inside of himself and say, there are things that are more important than whether I do this. And you have to find that place. Create that culture within yourself, that culture of winning. Look, this does not say we need big, giant steps. We just need steps. You just need to start building the steps to get to the better world that you can see in your dreams. And that's what I have today.
All right.